In 2021, I decided to leave the Army to pursue a job that would allow me to be there for my wife and newborn daughter. I accepted what seemed like the perfect job, and then my life was turned upside down when I lost that job 2 days before Father's Day. I was left feeling completely lost with no money, no job, no idea what I was going to do with a family that I had to feed. So out of desperation, I turned to the one thing that I've always known, and that's music. My dad was a preacher at an old country church, and that's where I learned how to sing and play. Music was just part of the territory, and I figured that's the only thing I can really do to keep the lights on and food on the table. So I started booking and playing as many shows as I could across the Midwest. During those hard few months, the only time I ate was the free food that the bar would give me so I could make sure that my wife and daughter had something to eat and that we didn't lose the roof over our heads. One night after a gig, I packed up and I sat in my truck staring at this glass boot that I used as a tip jar that I got as a going away present from the Army. I got $500 in tips that night, and I remember talking to other local musicians that said they might be lucky if they get 50 to 100 a night. And that was when I figured, I might have something worth doing here. In my truck that night, I prayed, I cried, and I swore to God and myself that no man will ever decide whether or not my family eats ever again, no matter what I have to do. And if music is what God or the universe is calling me to do, I'm going to pursue it with everything I have. My name is Jake Hauser, and this is my fundraising campaign. I've always been a songwriter. I've written well over 200 songs and counting. And I've been blessed enough to have a couple songs picked up by a few publishing companies while I was writing with the Nashville Songwriters Association. I've been fortunate enough to play rodeos across central Michigan. I even performed Blake's Hard Cider 10-year anniversary event and played the Detroit Tigers Stadium when me and my band opened up for a Tigers Blue Jay game. Over the last 2 years, I've released 7 singles. Don't Drink the Water was released in August of 2023, and as of now, it's managed to get 45,000 streams and counting on YouTube Music alone. And my latest single, Ain't Country, was released just a couple months ago. So I feel that now is the perfect time to make my first studio record. I've partnered up with Edgewater Music Group out of Texas. They've helped launch a ton of music careers, and they already have major label distribution lined up for my project. It's crazy, huh? But I could use your help to make it all happen. 20 or 30 years ago, an artist like me could go to a small record label and more often than not get the funding that they needed to get a record produced like the one we're trying to do. But the streaming era has brought most of that to an end, and independent artists like myself have to find a way to foot the bill for all these essential and expensive things like recording, mixing, mastering, pressing, promotion, and you get the idea, it all adds up. This is where you come in and why I'm asking for your support to help make this a reality. In exchange for your support, I've come up with some awesome rewards for y'all as a thank you. I'll have both physical and digital copies of the new record we produce. I have an exclusive early bird special where you can get your hands on the music way ahead of the public release date. I've got merch, private shows, and you can even be listed as an executive producer on the credits of the record that we make. Here's how you can help. You click the button on this page to support the project, you follow the prompts and enter your information, which will be stored securely. And remember that if I don't meet my fundraising goal, you're not going to be charged a single dime. I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of this project with me. Your support means absolutely everything to me. You are what keeps me going on this crazy ride. I can't wait to get this material recorded and into your hands. Just thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you soon. Take care.